Thank you for joining Wars of the Roses as we conclude with Part 4, Questions for Discussion Fellow Craft Degree, from Symbolism of the Three Degrees by Oliver Day Street, Part 2, the Fellow Craft Degree. Questions for Discussion Fellow Craft Degree. Why is it desirable that ceremonies be brief? Can we learn all of a degree while experiencing it? Have all Masonic symbols just one meaning? Is this an advantage, and why? How do the mysteries differ from the secrets of Freemasonry? Explain the method of teaching in Masonry. Does it appeal to all minds? Why? What does the lodge represent in Masonic symbolism? Why is the fellow craft degree so little understood? Why misunderstood? What part of life does the degree illuminate? What relation does it bear to entered apprentice degree and master mason degree? Compare preparations for the entered apprentice and fellow craft degrees. What symbolism refers to prenatal conditions? Is there any part of life from conception to resurrection not represented in Masonic symbolism? What is the first important lesson given the candidate? Why are moral teachings essential? Why especially essential to Masonic training? Explain the symbolism of the human body as a temple of God. What lesson is taught when the candidate is placed in the northeast corner? How is a candidate for the fellow craft degree to be regarded? Why are the moral lessons of the entered apprentice degree repeated? In what way does the general purpose of the fellow craft degree differ from the entered apprentice? What is the great theme of the fellow craft degree? Jewels of a fellow craft, name them. What do they typify? Working tools of a fellow craft, what are they? How applied to operative Masons? How by Freemasons? Why appropriate to a fellow craft? Has the Masonical application of the square an ancient counterpart? Boaz and Jachin, why were the pillars placed? Where? Have they another than the ritual meaning? Explain the moral significance of the names. What is the symbolical significance? Globes. How do we know the idea of globes is modern? What does the Bible say? Are the brazen pillars Egyptian? Why do we think so? What is the relation between lily work, Egyptian lotus buds, and our globes? Give another possible explanation of the globes. Lily work, what was the Egyptian symbol of peace? Network, symbol of what? Why? Does it bear on the antiquity of Masonry? What do you know of the Dionysian architects? Pomegranate, is it an odd symbol? Is it well understood? Why is it a symbol of plenty? What did ancient writers say of it? Operative and speculative Masonry. Discuss non-operative Masonry and speculative Masonry. Were operative Masons originally speculative? How did they become so? What may have been the original object of secrecy? How did non-Masons get into ancient lodges? What several kinds of lodges resulted? How recently? Royal tradition, is this serious or humorous? Is it laughed at? Why? What other tradition is ridiculed? What reasons have you for thinking Masonic antiquity is not a myth? How could operative builders become philosophers? Why should great temple builders be friendly to kings? Why would rulers consider them as equals? Winding stairs, of what symbol? Why a good symbol? How many steps? What was JAH to the symbol? How many steps? What was JH to the Hebrews? What was its numerical equivalent? Why were ancient temples approached by an odd number of steps? What in the fellow craft degree does this remind you of? Science of numbers, what was this anciently? What great Hebrew book developed from it? How do our 3, 5, and 7 steps confirm the antiquity of Masonry? 3 steps, what do they signify? How does our society correspond with society in general? Officers of the lodge, what practical symbolism do they bear? What duty? Do their obligations teach civic duty? 5 senses, why used as symbols on the stairs? Which are most important to Masons? What mental powers do the senses serve? What is the importance of imagination? Reason? Are these symbols in English work? Why not? 5 orders in architecture. Does this reference instruct in the antiquity of Masonry? Do students of ancient peoples find architecture important? How? Several liberal arts? Do they include all knowledge? Did they ever? What do you read from this of the antiquity of Masonry? What were the trivium and quadrivium? What do they mean? Letter G, in what lodges should it not be used? What other symbols could be universally used in place of it? Geometry? What is the common definition? Masonic definition? Was it important to operative Masons? Why? Why important to us? Why did it become anciently a symbol of moral perfection? Is that its meaning today? How does the ancient symbolism bear on the age of Masonry, wages of a fellow craft? What were they? Of what are they the symbols? Can you explain how such symbols might have come to be used? Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment, and if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Roses. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.